clearly... The difference in lighting wouldn't change.
The distance to the crime.
The distance of crime would, and so would the angle due to the crime.
Distance of the crime.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with distance of crime like you're mentioning.
Yeah.
If you're off work, you're probably doing better than
Then you can raise an objection.
Actually, this is also a Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, too.
Mm-hmm.
Change the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. Yeah, I've always had some of that as well. From that. Oh.
Come on.
The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection!
What she saw was not in question here. What matters is the time it were to take her to reach the scene of the crime. Mister, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested this guy? Turkey Day this Monday? Oh yeah, we're getting ours on Sunday, so... Well, witness?
You.
Yes.
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
I don't think so. One of our lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass ball station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
Okay, so this is what you're saying you've been doing. I think this is a lie as well.
That's why I had to go through the visitor's parking lot in B block.
That's quite a detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm streaming one day. You okay? All good?
I think so. Okay,
Okay. As long as you can hear. You can hear everything, right?
I can hear.
Okay. This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there, in the defendant's chair, who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely. Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this?
Yes, raise an objection.
I am going to raise an objection on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get back to playing as Dante. Nice. 5 minutes between witnessing the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. This guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She had even had a picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Yeah!
I think we got her. Switch is not mission 2 is out on Switch. Nice. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in our testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Well.
Hold it. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's what you tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defendant's team leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I had decisive evidence.
What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, mister.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
Yep, now the first one was easier for me to get it. Yeah, I dare say it was. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Oh god, decisive evidence.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. And how would you know? This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with the evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
How many boyfriends do you have? You get shared more than a freaking hooker down on a street corner.
Slut, 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 slut. Slut.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Seems so.
Oh.
Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, so this turned into prosecutor versus the testimony person.
Witness. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
No.
Oh. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another account against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Victim's shoe added to the court record.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay. So we're just gonna make this quick.
Yeah, you need to press
Because-
on all the statements, I think.
We don't have to actually press on any of this.
Press Angel on every statement.
Okay, fine. I'll press on every statement. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This is when the suspect is admitting she did it.
Well, false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Mr. Let's just get this over with.
And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe?
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See the fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime.
Which is true.
Now, tell us what you did next.
So you brought it to the forensics department?
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
That belonged to the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman.
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. Wait, how could there be 2 types of blood on the shoe when she didn't cut herself? That's
Actually, she got tape on her right hand. You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something of a blood test, Rookie?
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
That is just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample blood drawn to just one person. Or so I hear.
That's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results.
You got your... Oh, the cat's asleep?
Nice.
Guess he's not moving.
But they said that there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Skies.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that.
This shoe proves it. It was flawless. Oh, fucking shit.
I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
No, No,
Ew.
I never ordered any of that. And who the hell would have peppered fish guts? You know what? Don't answer that question.
Sound like it hot, Mr. Wright. Sound like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? There is a problem.
Oh, I know there's a problem.
Yeah.
Problem?
Mm.
This is critical.
Yeah.
There's a problem with the victim's shoe. There is a problem.
Rotate the victim's shoe. There is a problem. Rotate the victim's shoe on the back. Like on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a
Right,
problem.
you know what? This is in here, isn't it?
Yes, there is a problem.
How am I supposed to do this again? Check the shoe.
There's
Aha!
the blood. Ah! There's blood here too! On the sole of the shoe?
And the sole of the
shit.
shoe? It's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a pool of his own blood.
All this blood. It's horrible.
This blood might be an important clue.
This blood. It's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
Okay, that's all we need to see.
Present crime photo.
Okay, but I still gotta choose right here. So there's a
Okay,
problem.
yes, there is a problem.
If I'm not imagining things... Yeah, that's no ketchup. No, definitely not. I would say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
Okay, well... I guess the problem is here?
Yeah.
I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Geez, you really do sound like Colette.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of the shoe?
Present the crime photo.
Yeah, of course. Right here. The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that at the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime?
Uh-huh.
As you can see, there are no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor. So, there could have been bloody footprints. Then, where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order! 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 Well, witness.
What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Hey. Don't know why it's not there. I'm just going to find the contradictions.
What?
Hold it. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Eyewitness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked into the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Excuse me. Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain.
Yeah, no, at least he's actually helping out in this case.
She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly, a predator. This one, a leopard woman. Rawr!
I thought that was strange for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that? I'm not sure. I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over, but the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone.
How would she know if there was water there?
To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. What?
That ties things up quite nicely. Bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tied quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why does the prosecutor especially erasing evidence?
That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Hold it.
Huh?
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side?
She did say that.
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well. I thought you had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox? A lunchbox called evidence.
Oh, wait. Witness, don't tell me you have something else.
Objection!
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cop-up queen. Look at this.
Another one?
Photograph?
I'm gonna book him.
Hey, Phantom, what's up?
Hey, Benson.
You got booked.
A photograph?
Do a barrel roll!
We'll do them one day.
I I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest
Like, this is probably more decisive evidence than the frickin' shoe!
that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
I kinda do.
Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in the photo!
Hey! It's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubts from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. You couldn't win this case from the beginning. And? It seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Mia.
Right? Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
Huh?
Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore?
No, you can't.
Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong. I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with the photograph.
Well, for starters, isn't that a sock?
Yeah, what about the muffler?
And then there's the
Choose the
muffler
car
right here.
exhaust or muffler on the photo.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
then
a sock.
present
That's
the
his
cell phone.
shoe. And as you just pointed out, right here. The problem is in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor.
You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
The muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see, and I see. Was there suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
Huh. So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler?
Well, she did say muffler earlier in the testimony.
What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Think again. Sorry, mister. But it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case.
Cell phone.
Obviously,
Cell phone. Yeah.
the word muffler was heard during the call made to Emma at 8:18 or 5:18. What am I going 8:18 for? I don't know. Miss Starr, we call your testimony for the court.
Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah! Ugh!
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh,
Well, it seems that we have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do have a disservice to the law.
No, it was caught in the exhaust pipe.
Excuse me.
Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The further will wait until we have seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so. Phew, that was close. But I need it. At least for now.
Oh,
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
He's still hungry?
okay,
To be continued.
can we stop this now?
Yes, we can stop this now. Why are your eyes closed?
Because I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm warm. I gotta go get some sleepies.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
So there is day 2 trial ladder, which we'll pick up next week.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Good night, everyone.
yeah, so Claire's gonna go to bed now.
Yeah, I got work.
Yes, you do.
What are you gonna do, my baby?
You relax, huh?
Okay, can you set the alarm?
It's already done.
Oh,
Alright, so I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Stay tuned on Monday. We're actually gonna do some Star Fox 64 for Much Games Mondays, as the other little part is on that we are pretty well gonna be starting a project. I'm gonna try to get at least the 2 endings, the hard one and the easy one. I might not even bother with the medium route on that one. Now, in the meantime, Kitty, you need to get out of my head. Okay, so Shadow's actually doing Persona 5 Royale. And okay, now it must be the second one he's doing on that one. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hit up Shadow. He just started actually. So we'll hit up that one. So stay tuned on Monday now for some more Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the meantime, let's hit up Shadow, and well, this is Cole signing off. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all on Monday night.
Good night. God, the kisses.